Welcome to another YouTube segment. We haven't done one of these in a while. So, quick update. Where's the update? I've moved out of London. Training arms on my own. What was the last video we did? Can't even remember. Moved out of London, now living in Norwich. I come into London like twice a week. And today was meant to be a rest day, but the way my weekends are gonna fall, I'd rather be safe and get an arm day in now, just in case I'm not gonna be able to get them in on the weekend. So today we're gonna do a solo arm session. No Will, no Ben. Will's prepping, he was in doing cardio earlier. Ben's gonna be in a bit later, so I'm on my own. But it's gonna be intense anyway, so. As far as I'm sitting, bodybuilding wise, pretty comfortable. I'm in good nick still. Body weight probably around 117, 116. I haven't weighed myself in like 4 weeks. But I feel about 116. When you've been here for so long, you kind of know how it feels. Things are moving well. Strength is still pretty good. Training is really good. The countryside fresh air is doing me some good. Cruising on TRT, minimal. Hardly any fucking bloat or anything in terms of like food wise. Everything's ticking along nicely. I feel pretty good. I feel like an athlete, like a sprinter. Today we're gonna do arms. Three exercises for biceps, 3 exercises for triceps, and see how it goes. If you don't have an arm day in your program, you need to put an arm day in your program. I know everyone right now is either doing their push-pull legs or upper or lower. As you know, if you've been following me for a while, I'm pretty much on the line of the old school way of thinking. So train each body part once a week. Some people are saying that's not enough. You know, it works for me, works for everyone that I work with. It works for every Olympia that you've ever known. Yeah, have an arm day. Make a big difference to your posing on the stage. Okay, so we're gonna start with a rope push down. Gonna do about a couple of warm-up sets here, then rep range around 12, 15, 20. We'll see how it goes, see how I feel. All right? What I'll call it is my elbows and my fucking joints in general are sore. I think I need one more warm up here, mate. I feel like pebbles are in my elbows. I've been training arms here in like fucking, what, 2 months? Been training in Norwich, which have really good gyms actually. No, I've been training muscle work for about 13 years. And I can tell you the gym in Norwich that I train at is actually better. Don't tell Sam, though. So I've not trained on this particular stack for about 2 months. But we're gonna ignore all health and safety and try and match what I did last time. So ego is pretty much in the building today. So far, so good. See if I can do the full stack. Not bad. What's heavy though? All right, so exercise 2. The old classics. I think I might change things up today. I've been doing the same bicep and tricep routine probably for about 2 years. So I might throw in a little bit of maybe dumbbell skull crushers. What do you reckon, Eric? Mix it up a bit. Keep it old school, obviously, but maybe I'll bring out some of the other classics. Say dips. Yeah, I did that last time. I might do some bodyweight dips. Risk injury for the audience, you know. But second exercise, easy bar, standing curls. Nothing fucking scientific about this. Just picking it up and curling it. Pump is good, so I should try it. Apart from that, 3 sets. 10 to 20, 15, 12, let's see. Depends on how heavy I go. Like I said, today it's just gonna be just to see where I was 2 months ago since I last trained at this gym. Try and match what I did. Seems sensible. Oh, okay, now there's a science guy over there that really hates me. He's never said it to my face, but I know he hates me. So I'm gonna, maybe I should go next to him and like curl something heavy, just to be a bit of a meathead. This guy is one of those like optimal, super optimal, science-based bodybuilders. I'll call him a bodybuilder because I think that's what he does. You wouldn't know by looking at him, but he's obviously, pretty much everything that I preach about on my Instagram, he preaches the opposite. The stuff that works, obviously, for him. I'm not sure if it's giving him the results that he wants, but he seems to think it's working. Maybe I'll go say hi, just to... Should I go say hi? He's wearing the full JP outfit today, so... he means business. Fucking hell, job done. We're gonna do some dumbbell skull crushes. I haven't done these in a while. And I saw Samson Dowder doing them this morning in his arm workout. So if it's good enough, don't check the weight. Oh, it's warming up, man. It's warming up, it's warming up. There's a guy, you're gonna push me to get injured, you know that? Okay. Now, I think I'm gonna do this with the bench at a slight incline. Felt better when I was smaller doing this on the flat, but now I just feel like I don't have the mobility to go all the way back. It might look different on camera, but feels off. So we're gonna go for a slight incline. Yeah, should give me a slightly better angle. Now, I could go heavier here, but the way my elbows are feeling and the connection that I'm getting on my triceps, it's gonna tell me to stay here. This is probably one of those exercises you don't really wanna try and add to the logbook, because you end up injuring yourself. If you're not gonna tear a fucking tricep, you're just gonna wear out your elbows, or probably injure something obscure like your lat, because you do get a bit of a stretch on that. So, for once, I'm gonna keep my ego in check and stay here.
Definition, be appreciated.
Live to fight another day, Eric.
What is the less risk injury?
Work in the gray area. The old me. But you still have to work in the gray area of injury. You just have to, know when to work in the gray area of injury. This is probably not one of those exercises you want to risk injuring yourself, because if I tweak my tricep or my elbows, which is more realistic on this, then my fucking chest movements go out the window, my shoulder movements go out the window.
You've got nothing to lose now, you're on prep.
I've got nothing to lose. I've got everything to lose, Eric. I've got my muscles to lose. I still want to keep them. I'm just gonna reiterate the importance of an arm day. Because this whole idea of training a body part multiple times a week, or we're training it fucking hard once a week, seem to be infesting the bodybuilding industry. So, if you're a competitor, or even not a competitor, if you're someone who's looking to develop their physique completely, like having balance, you need to have an arm day. Even, I'm not saying forever. If you're new to bodybuilding, or new to working out, or even if you're an intermediate, or even like entry-level advanced, unless you have biceps, arms in general, that are disproportionately larger or taking over the development of your shoulders or your chest, then maybe you don't need a full arm day. Tag them onto chest, tag them onto back, push, pull, whatever it is that you do. But if you want balance and you're growing, then you need an arm day. It's so important. As competitors, how many times this year have I seen amateurs, top level amateurs with small arms? Everything else is amazing. But when they throw up a front double bicep, a back double bicep, side chest, the arms, it's a glaring weakness that just throws off the entire physique. Trust me, have an arm day. It will save you a lot of headache. Training your arms twice a week, and maybe doing 1 to 2 exercises over the week, and thinking that's enough, you're fooling yourself. Have an arm day. All right. I think we're gonna do some single arm preacher curls. Well, on the bench maybe, with the cables. This is probably my favorite setup if we're talking isolation curls. It definitely takes some setting up in terms of finding the right bench, finding the right cable. Not all cables are the same. but this one is like ideal for me. So if you can replicate this in your own gyms, try it, see what you think. But if you're looking to develop your peak on your bicep, you're gonna thank me later. So we're gonna work here actually. I did a warm up already. Rep range 10, 15, failure, see how it goes. A bit light. Why are you laughing at? That's a lot of weight, you know.
That was 15.
What, 15? Oh, that's 30 kilos.
Before it was a 15.
It was on 25 before. we need to get you some new eyes. 30 kilos on a single arm is a lot of weight. Just put it out there. That's better. Now, when you do this, I'm not big on training tips, but this is probably one of those things that you kind of need to be strict on in terms of form. When I do this, I try and have my wrists lined up to my elbows and my shoulders. Keep everything in line. If you find that you're curling here, you're taking a lot of that tension out of your bicep. You're gonna try and keep everything in a straight line. Get out. All right. Let's do some dips. See if my elbows can handle it. Oh, it feels good. Elbows feel good. All on the tricep. I feel like my fucking abs were working as well. Oh man, I'm too big for this. I remember when I first started training, I think I weighed about maybe 89 kilos. Not first started training, when I first started bodybuilding. About 89, 88 kilos. I would train arms for like 2 hours. Thinking back now, I'm like, what the fuck did I did for 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hours. But my arm days would be long. I think I would do like maybe 7, 8 exercises for biceps, 7, 8 exercises for triceps. I'll start with like chin-ups, 5 sets, dips, 5 sets, and I would do every exercise under the sun. Any bicep exercise or tricep exercise you can think of, I've done it. It worked though, because my arms, everything else on me was small, but my arms were like 21 inches. So I've always had, like from that point, I've always had big arms. So after that, I just kind of, sometimes I would have an arm day, sometimes I'll sacrifice an arm day to prioritize other body parts. And this is what I was saying earlier. If your arms are big, or if you're genetically disposed to growing arms quicker than your shoulders or your chest, or any other body part, you don't need an arm day. You can touch them up during the week and prioritize something else. But from what I've seen, arms are like the #1 body part that's lagging. Arms and legs, but most recently arms. So it's important to have an arm day. And you can say thinking like looking back at it now, probably 2.5 hours on arms was probably a bit too much. But I was under 90 kilos with 21-inch arms. I think that's okay. Ooh. I think that was better, Eric. We're just gonna go as many reps as possible on this. Seeing as I'm not exactly gonna do this weighted, and I wanna try and fail somehow. First set was a bit ropey. Also felt my joints. Second set was fluid as can be. Third set, hopefully it's gonna be even better. And we'll try and fail around the 15 mark. Obviously I live in the countryside now. One thing I'm gonna start having, instead of chicken, is pheasant. Have you had pheasant before, Eric? Apparently it tastes like chicken. I've never had pheasant before, but I've got a freezer full of pheasants. I met this guy that shoots pheasants every weekend. And he shoots about 80 pheasants a weekend. So I'm gonna get about 20 breasts. So, pheasant moving forward, not chicken breast. Is that posh? Oh my days. That's the best that set felt, that exercise I felt in a long time. No elbows or triceps. All right, to box off today's arm day, we're gonna go back to super basic. One of my favorites, standing alternating curls. Yes, they're gonna look messy. Yes, the resistance profile is not as effective as cables, but for me, I fucking love them. Great way to build forearms as well. So we're gonna go straight into a working set here. Yes, they're gonna look messy. Yes, I'm gonna swing them a little bit. Who the fuck cares? It works. Oh, nice. Oh, man. Rip it and grip it. I think that's what they say. Have you heard that before? That level of swinging is probably the absolute limit you want to get to in terms of sloppiness. Still effective, also tiring. And you need to, when your form gets that messy on anything, I would say you need to be training for a few years to develop that mind-muscle connection or be able to contract under the most like loosest of form. Because that might look probably too swingy or too loose for a lot of people, but I'm contracting my bicep fully, even though it looks like I'm doing that. So in order to build that connection with your muscle, it will take experience. But, you know, everyone's got their own opinions. But that's it. Another YouTube video in the bag. Probably not going to do these as frequently, but we'll definitely do them somewhat frequently. Follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, and I'll catch you on the next one. I am old, not gay though. Just made me look good, yeah?
That's heavy?
For me, yeah. For me, it's heavy. We're tired, man. Give me a break. If these don't go to plan, we're just gonna take this video out, yeah? Scratch this part. The phrase I got wrong earlier was grip it and rip it. No rip it and grip it.